Hey, we're at the PHBA convention. Here is the Hall of Fame induction ceremonies from Tulsa for 2024. We'll see that ceremony right after this.
Nutrition is my passion. My formulas come from over 50 years of experience. Every product contains my unique blend of micronutrients. My focus is health from the inside out.
We at Speaking of Horses are happy to have Revitavet as one of our sponsors. Healthy maintenance and rehabilitation of your equine athletes. You can enhance peak performance. You can prevent ailments before they occur. Check them out. You'll love it. Revitavet Systems.
Discover the elegance, beauty, and spirit of the Palomino horse. Join the Palomino Horse Breeders of America and become part of a great horse community. Whether you're a breeder, an accomplished equestrian, or simply captivated by their golden beauty, you'll find a welcoming family ready to share and encourage you along your journey. Join the PHBA and unlock a golden world of opportunities. Visit our website at www.palominohba.com or call us at 918-438-1234. Palomino Horse Breeders of America.
And we want to give a big thank you to the Doubletree Warren Place in Tulsa, sponsoring part of this coverage for the PHBA.
So let's get started. First up, Jack's Diamond Socks. Better known as Sonny, lived a long, vibrant 33 years. Sonny was out of Sun Up Jack and Socks Diamond Bar. Sonny successfully showed in AQHA and PHBA throughout his show career. Sonny began his show career with Carolyn Martin and then came into the Nichols Phelps family on November 13, 1997. He was the horse Amberley had been dreaming of. Sonny competed and earned points in multiple events, including halter, color, showmanship, English showmanship, equitation, hunter under saddle, road hack, hunter hack, pleasure driving, western pleasure, horsemanship, trail, ranch horse, western riding, reining, barrels, flags, poles, stakes, breakaway, heading, and heeling. Sonny and Amberley earned 5,666 points in the amateur division alone. 2,324 in 2 years in the youth division, and 3,370 open points. Sonny also earned 56.5 AQHA points with limited showing. Sonny has won multiple world and reserve world champions in a variety of events, and as you can see, there was a variety of events. He was a true all-around horse. He was High Point Amateur in the Nation in 2000 and 2001, along with the High Point Performance Horse and High Point Gelding in 2001. Sonny was reserve High Point in the Nation Youth 14 to 18 2 years, 98 and 99. He has won multiple class High Points in the Nation and reserves High Points. He was named the Reserve Amateur Golden Horse at the 2002 Palomino World Championship show. In 2003, Sonny was the reserve High Point Amateur in the Nation. Sonny was the top Missouri Palomino in the Open for 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, as well as the youth top Missouri Palomino for 98 and 99, and amateur for 2000, 2001, 2002, and 2003. At weekend shows, he accumulated multiple high points in the youth, amateur, and open divisions. Sonny won the titles of youth, amateur, and open championships, as well as supremes in all 3 divisions in PHBA. And his performance championship. He captured his AQHA Open and Amateur Performance Register merits. Along with these awards, as he has numerous 24 superiors and 30 registered merits in PHBA in the youth, amateur, and open. From the PHBA website, last dated December 2015, Sonny is the 2nd lifetime amateur points, 2nd all-time leading performance horse, and 7th all-time leading Palomino. Sonny had a knack for winning, but he also loved socializing with everyone at the horse shows, especially if you had a treat of any kind. He was a napper every day at noon. You had better have the saddle off. Sonny enjoyed splashing water on whoever entered the stall, and late in his life, he loved to splash Laney. Dunking his head to his eyes in the water trough was another pastime. At horse shows, Sonny loved to have his picture taken, but always had to get a good yawn in before he was ready. Sonny had his shine right up until his last days. He continued to splash us when we took him to water, rip grass out of our hands, and when we were feeding, give a little push to get more attention, and rest his head in my lap while he rested. Our family had the pleasure to enjoy his unique personality for 25 years of his life, and blessed to spend the last week by his side. Sonny was willing and ready to compete every time out, and he was a true all-around horse. Hall of Fame inductee, Kennedy, Jack's Diamond Socks, owned by Amberley on Nichols Phelps. Our next horse, Do-Right Dude. Do-Right Dude, without a doubt, throughout his lifetime, demonstrated in nationally recognized events that he exemplified the true versatility, utility, and spirit of the Palomino horse by his outstanding record of accomplishment in the show ring. His winning style became well known on the national stage of the 1997 Palomino World Show, where he stood world champion H stallion and amateur H stallion. Among many of Do-Right Dude's achievements on the PHBA show record are his numerous Class A Grand Championships and Class A Reserve Championship awards. During Do-Right Dude's short halter showing, he accumulated 183 halter points, with 150 of them in Class A shows, with 29 Class A wins. Do-Right Dude's Palomino color matched the gold coin standard, which brought him 125 color points, 111 in Class A shows, with multiple Class A wins. Do-Right Dude, affectionately known as Dude, was purchased in 2005 at the age of 13 and became the loyal, trusted friend of a horse-passionate 10-year-old girl. Together for the next 5 years, they set goals and built upon the accomplishments Dude brought with him in halter and color, and by showing him in performance events, earning additional open ROMs, registered merits, in Western Pleasure, Hunter Saddle, and Road Hack. Dude's versatility and enormous talent in the show pen earned him the Open Championship Award, and in 2008, shown under his youth rider, accomplished the coveted achievement of Open Supreme Champion Award number 239. Dude and his youth rider earned a total of 538 youth points in halter, color, showmanship, horsemanship, equitation, Western Pleasure, Hunter Saddle, Road Hack. Dude recorded in 2007, 2008, 2009 numerous PHBA honor roll distinctions, registered merits, and superior awards in showmanship, Western horsemanship, unseeking equitation, and Western Pleasure. Together, they earned their Youth Championship Award in 2006, and in 2009, they finalized their team accomplishments, earning the Youth Supreme Award. Dude earned numerous circuit, high point, and year awards at PHBA affiliate horse shows that include PEAJ, IPEA, MPHE, PEAI, and PEAM. If you all don't know what those stand for, they are affiliates. In addition to PHBA sanctioned horse shows, Dude also won multiple championships and High Point all-around titles at the state 4-H level shows and Open Saddle Club Association horse shows. Dude was the same each and every day of his 29 years. An anytime warrior, rain or shine, trustworthy and steadfast. Dude was all this and more in spite of an injury that impaired his vision in one eye. Dude was exceptional in performance, character, and spirit, and has left a legacy to be remembered. Hall of Fame inductee, gelding, Do Right Dude, owned by Lord Pacific. Our next inductee is under the breeder category. Helen Fleming Bryson is a longtime breeder, primarily focused on the Palomino horse. She has raised champion Palomino quarter horses, walking horses, and ponies. As a longtime breeder of Palominos, Helen has registered over 38 horses who have current PHBA show records, shown through 2021 by 60 amateurs, 76 youth, and numerous open exhibitors. Helen's homebred show horses have earned over 13,000 open points, over 5,000 youth points, and over 19,000 amateur points for a total of over 36,000 points. These horses have earned their owners and exhibitors 116 Registered American Awards, 54 Superior Awards, 1,000 Honor Roll Top 10 titles, 50 World Show finalists, along with several Golden Horse and World Show Versatility Awards. Helen has been breeding with AQHA for 40 years. Her band of brood mares are mostly retired show mares with their own show records in their respective breeds. She also stood stallions with impeccable breeding and show records. In an equine industry now seriously lacking in breeders aiming to produce our Palomino horses, Helen has continued with her quest to breed our golden horses and keep the tradition alive and going. PHBA Hall of Fame breeder, Helen Fleming Bryson, Tupelo. Our next recipient, Hall of Fame inductee, is under exhibitor. In 1972, 10-year-old Don Luther Pyle joined PHBA. The daughter of Bill and Sharon Luther, Whitesboro, Texas. The family came from the north to make their home in the south, where Don's dad trained horses and was a PHBA judge. Jim Zingraff of Panama City, Florida, had a 4-year-old mare named Dunny's Peaches in training with Don's dad. Jim was kind enough to allow Don to show Peaches in the PHBA youth division. In the beginning, Don and Peaches showed only in her home state of Texas, venturing later into Oklahoma, Iowa, and Nebraska. In the first 5 months, this young team had earned the 18th Registered American Showmanship and the 22nd Registered American Western Pleasure. Dawn and Peaches had been High Point Youth 13 and under 5 out of her 7 shows in Texas. Her 72 show season had taken her to 22 shows, showing to 22 different judges. Highlights of the 72 show season was participation in the first PHBA Live Youth Congress, where she took a reserve champion in reining and won a High Point saddle blanket at the 72 Tulsa State Fair, the biggest show held to date. Don and Peaches ended their first show season with a total of 143 points from pointing and showmanship, western pleasure, horsemanship, reining, pole baiting, and barrel racing, making her reserve High Point youth in the nation, as well as High Point youth 13 and under. On April 28, 1973, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Don earned the last 2 points necessary to complete her youth championship under Judge and past PHBA President, Dr. Jack Morris. Don became the youngest at that time to win this title, the 4th PHBA Youth Championship to be awarded, and the first in 13 and under to earn this title. The first reining horse she rode was Dunny's Peaches, and she fell in love. Her dad would tell the story of her showing in her first reining class in Oklahoma City, one of the largest shows in the nation. Her dad looked on as she showed while fellow exhibitors were telling him she's going too fast. He told them she was fine, she does this all the time at home. Don received a standing ovation from a packed house. From then on, it was her goal to follow in her dad's footsteps and have the top reining horses in the nation. She says she owes her success in the show pen to her dad because he was not just her dad, but also her trainer, biggest cheerleader, and critic. Above all, he taught her to respect her fellow exhibitors, judges' opinion, and always congratulate those who placed above you, and to thank the judges. In 1974, the family moved back to Iowa, and Don got a new partner, Dunny's Dodie Lynn, a 3/4 sister to Dunny's Peaches. Don and Dodie went on to earn their youth championship in 13 and under, the 71st one to be awarded, making Don the first youth in 13 and under to win 2 championships. Don took a break from the show pen for a few years to pursue sports and raise a family. So for a while, she took a different role on the sidelines as a show mom. In 2000, she returned to showing, earning over 40 ROMs, 15 superiors, over 40 national and reserve High Point awards, and numerous national top 10s. With her partner, Scotty's Gold Zipper, Don earned both her amateur and select championship, along with her amateur supreme championship in 2013. In 2014, despite having rotator surgery in July, Don ended up the year with not only her select supreme championship, but it was also the High Point Amateur All-Around at Color Breed Congress. High Point in the nation, amateur select winning an award saddle, and 3rd in the nation in amateur with Scotty's Gold Zipper. In 2015, Don decided to switch gears from all-around and go back to her first love of reining. While showmanship and horsemanship are 2 of her favorite classes, Don's first love has always been reining. The past few years, Don has been showing reining and ranch with Barry Dungood, also known as Darby, having several national first place finishes. She plans to finish her championship in both amateur and amateur select, lacking just a few horsemanship points. She says this might take a little while since Darby will be having a baby in the spring, and is super excited and crossing fingers for a Palomino medal Spook's got his spark. Don plans to return to the show pit in 2024 with her new mare, Wimpy Splash Pack's Baby, a 4-year-old Palomino mare. While reining will be her main focus, it is her goal to get her championship in the amateur and amateur select. She would also like to earn her first Open champion and world champion with her. Hall of Fame inductee exhibitor, Don Bob. Our last inductee is in the category of service. LaWanda McDowell has been around horses and livestock most of her life. She was raised on a family farm in Asheboro, North Carolina, where her parents, Henry and Linda Mae Wright, were both self-employed. They raised chickens, cattle, hogs, as well as several In 1968, they opened a feed mill and a farm store to serve local farmers. This is where she found her love of horses. It all started with a little Palomino pony that her dad traded for, Little Blondie. She came complete with a cart and harness, along with a willing attitude. She was the perfect starter kit for LaWanda to fall in love with horses. The pony was followed by a pretty long list of horses that didn't exactly work out for a young girl to show, but they each taught her valuable lessons. Then a big sorrel gelding with 4 white socks became available in the spring of 1976. And her parents agreed it was time to pair the show gelding with their daughter, since she was all consumed with showing horses. Aren't we all? This was the beginning of a successful show career. Competing in North and South Carolina, her dad would take her to the shows with his mobile tack truck, and she would help set the shop up and work in between classes. She would care for her parents and focus on opening a Western store and real estate firm with her husband. She purchased a couple of Palomino geldings. It was then that she was introduced to the North Carolina Palomino Exhibitor Association. Traveling the Southeast, setting up a Western store, showing her Palomino horses, and making many great friends along the way. LaWanda's love of horses grew once more. She went on to serve as the North Carolina Palomino Exhibitors Association Youth Director, Awards Coordinator, Treasurer, and President for many years. In 1995, she attended her first PHBA World Show and looks forward to competing and visiting with friends each year at the World Show. LaWanda attended her first PHBA convention as a guest of PHBA past president Pat Croco in 1997 after much coaching. A year later, in 1998, she began making it a priority to attend the convention every year. Having only missed 3 conventions to date, she has served on the APA, World Show, Show Rules, Awards, Youth Advisory, Marketing, Finance, Bylaws, and the Youth Scholarship Committee. She served as the PHBA Executive Board from 2013 to 2018 as Assistant Secretary, Vice President, Treasurer, President-elect, and guided through the challenges of COVID as President from 2019 to 2021. LaWanda looks forward to continuing to serve PHBA where she is needed, and thanks her husband Kim, her friend, the store manager Linda, and the entire PHBA family for their support and encouragement. PHBA Hall of Fame for service, LaWanda McDowell. Our last award goes to the Heritage Museum 2023 Horse of the Year. Each year, the Heritage Museum searches for Palomino horses who is the best in the world at a discipline other than those regularly recognized by PHBA. For the year 2023, that horse is the PRCA steer wrestling horse, Guy's Best Effort, also known as Casper. He was previously owned and ridden by the PRCA World Champion steer wrestler, Tyler Pearson. He is now owned by Jacob Talley, the Kichi? That's how I was from Louisiana, who is a PRCA professional steer wrestler and champion of the world's richest rodeo, the American. Casper has carried multiple cowboys into the national standings. This Palomino gelding was sired by one of the greatest sires of rodeo timed event horses, Frenchman's Guy, who sired earners of 2,231 AQHA points and over 14. Is this supposed to be $1 million in prize money? Casper is out of the daughter of the racehorse sire and AQHA Hall of Fame Stallion Special Effort. The 2023 casket was used by Tyler Wagstack in his run to the 5th PRCA World Championship, and also carried his owner to an NFR final slot. In the 10 days of the NFR in Las Vegas, he carried these two riders to almost $250,000 in prize money. Yes. Making a good start at 24, Jacob and Casper just capped the championship at the San Antonio Stock Show Rodeo that beat 49 other contestants for a purse of $22,000. Congratulations to the Talley family and you guys best ever as a leader in the Palomino Heritage Foundation Museum 2023 Horse of the Year. I believe Ed's going to give you a couple items on this and accept the award for Jacob.
Jacob Talley and his family really wanted to be here, but the computer drew him up to jump a steer in about another hour in Houston. He placed in the money last night. It's a tournament thing. He has to make 3 runs, and then if he makes some money, a certain amount of money, he gets to run again. He had to run 6 times last week in San Antonio, but he won the $22,000. He and his partner, Wag, they have 2 Palomino horses. They're hauling, and one of them they jump steers off of, and the other one hazes, and they swap the jumps back and forth. He was really excited about this award and really disappointed, but he makes his living off of this horse, and he drew up tonight. Thank you.
They are our family, and we only want the best for them. No standing water means clean, good tasting, algae-free, mosquito-free, and virus-free water. No risk of electric shock, no risk of fire from faulty wiring. Cool water in the summer, warm water in the winter. Water delivered fresh from the water supply at 50 degrees year-round. Drinking Post water.
Horses! Piranha! Oh no! Oh, the humanity! Oh, piranha.